Hello, my crafty friends. It's Marie from Marie's Vermont Creations, and today my crafty friends and I are collaborating in an interactive hop. So I'm just showing you some of the products that I'm going to use in today's project. We did decide that we were going to try to avoid using shaker cards as our interactive element since we all make them quite often. So I decided to go with this flip card, and I saw this from Gina in the Handmade Happiness group, and she shared with me the video that she used to figure out how to make this card. So I will link that video down below. And these are some punches from my stash from my Stampin' Up! Days. And this piece of cardstock, I am going to do this fancy label punch at the end just to give it a little decorative edge. And so all the scores and all of the sizes of the paper and things will be in the video that I will link down below. So for this panel, I am going to stamp the happy birthday because I decided to go with a birthday card because I find I am lacking in my stash of birthday cards. So I tried to create something that I knew would be useful for me to have in my stash. I didn't make it for somebody particular, but I just wanted to increase my collection. So the stamp set that I'm using is from Simon Says Stamp, and it's Party Like a Panda. And I am using my Gina K amalgam ink, inking this up 2 or 3 times to get a good impression. And now I'm going to bring in my dry eraser just to give me even pressure on the lid of the Misty. And so the die is for the panda that you see up in the right hand corner. I used flock for that and adhered it off screen. I just put some washi tape on the back of it to adhere it all together. You could put it on copy paper and glue it so it's not too thick, however you like to do that. So I'm just adhering this down to the black mat, crooked of course. So I will pick that up and straighten it out. And I took from the Party Like a Panda stamp set, one of the little clusters of stars, and I am using this Distress Oxide in, I believe, Picked Raspberry, and I am just randomly stamping this all around the panel because I felt like the panda being black and white and on a white piece of cardstock on the black it kind of just blended together, so I thought this little pop of color would make that panda stand out a bit better on this project. And I'm just turning it so that they don't all look exactly the same, and I didn't worry about the middle so much because the panda is going to be there to cover that section up. And then I'm going to get this adhered down, and I just used square dies from my stash and made sure that the one behind was smaller than the one in the front so that you couldn't see the message until you flipped it. You could use whatever dies you have, and this is a label punch, again, retired from Stampin' Up. And so now I'm going to take this strip and put some double-sided adhesive on it. You want some good strong adhesive since this is interactive and people are going to be flipping this and moving it. You want it to stay together. So your inside panel goes first, and then on the next, in between the next 2 score lines, you're going to put some more double-sided adhesive and line up your larger, mine in this example is a square, but you could do rectangles, you could do however you want, but just want to make sure that it's centered and that you can't see the other one behind it, and then secure it down. And then I'm going to feed that through. I lied. I'm going to put my panels together first. So I have a pink panel of cardstock that matches my pull tab, and I'm adhering this to an A2 size card base using some art glitter glue. And so I'm putting adhesive just on the edge of that internal square, and I'm making sure that's put down, and I didn't use liquid glue because I was worried that I was going to adhere the entire thing together. So then you slide that in to the slot that you made, and you want to center this on your card panel before you push it down. Originally when I made this, I did it wrong, and I was putting it all the way to the right. Excuse me. You want to make sure that you center it. And there's the flipping mechanism. Excuse me. And so now I'm just going to take double-sided tape, and I've left my error in here. Don't pick up the tab and put glue down. You'll glue your... I was like, wait a minute. Why did I do that? So in comes the erasive, the adhesive eraser. And I am going to remove all of the double-sided tape that I just put on there like a fool, thinking that the whole panel had to be glued down. And I went, wait a minute, that mechanism is not going to move that way. So do as I say, not as I do. And I'm going to get that removed. And it did come off fairly well, where it works fine. There's no issue. If you don't have one of these adhesive erasers, I highly recommend one. So then I'm just going to get this panel put down, double check that I did not glue it completely shut, and it is still working. And then I have some foam tape on the back of my Panda, and we're going to get that adhered down once I pull off the backing of all of those. Just get that in the center there. So this is a hop, and the next person who's in the hop is going to be listed down below. So I hope that you'll check out everyone. I have no idea what they've made for their interactive project, so I can't wait to see what everyone has come up with, because there's so many interactive cards that you can make. I was originally going to do the double slider die set that I have, but it just gives me such an issue that I said, nope, I'm going to try something different. So then I pull out these Doodlebug little rainbows and clouds, and I'm just going to take some of the hearts from this and adhere them down. I'm going to use 3. I'm going to put 2, one in the right-hand corner, one kind of in the middle, and then I'm going to use the other one to cover the dot for the I and birthday, just to give that, so I can have 3 of them. So that is going to finish today's project. I hope that you will check out everyone. As listed down below, I'll have everyone linked. And as always, I hope that you have a great day.